One statement I've heard countless times in the past 1 year is, Ella, I want to grow my glutes. And now we're going to be addressing that and showing you exercises you can do to grow your glutes. This video is particularly for those that haven't trained before, cannot visit the gym realistically, and are trying to get on a beginner friendly workout. Now we're going to be doing glute exercises without weights and with things you have at home. So let's assume you're at home, and frankly speaking, many people are too shy to go to the gym, especially when they're beginners. They don't know where to start from, they don't know how to get started. And I've got you in this video. We're going to go through exercises that are very effective and good for growing your glutes at home. Now, one thing you want to know when you're growing your glutes at home is the fact that you have to apply some form of resistance. Just imagine if I was at the gym, I would use 20 kg, and if I'm working out at home, I most likely don't have access to 20 kg weight. So what do? I look for things I can use as resistance. It could be more time under tension, meaning for each rep you go, you spend a little more time pausing or holding that motion, or you use things like your BFR bands, just like you see here, or your resistance bands. These things work as resistance. Another thing you can do is increase the number of reps you do for your program. Trust me, it is possible. It may look hard, but it is possible to grow your muscles, and in this time your glutes at home, even when you do not have weights. I'll be honest with you when I say that weights give you the most results, but if you don't have weights, you can still get the most results. Now, what kind of exercises can give me these results? We're going to have 7 exercises in this entire video. Feel free to pick 5 out of this entire routine for your glute day at home, and you want to do from 10 to 15 reps for each set, and you want to be doing between 3 to 4 sets for maximum results. You want to focus on programs that activate the glutes as a primary muscle. For our first program, we have donkey kicks. Now, when you're performing your donkey kicks, for every single exercise you perform at the gym, your form is important. Now, you want to have your knees on the floor and then your hands on the floor too. So you're like in a cat-cow position. Next thing you want to do, I would prefer you do this with resistance bands, but let's assume you don't have any resistance bands at all. You can perform this with just your body weight. Alternatively, if you have like a weight, an ankle weight that you can attach to your ankles, attach that and use too. So we're going to do this as someone that doesn't have any single weight at all. So in that position, knees on the floor, palms on the floor, you're going to thrust your leg all the way up. Now this is an isolated program, meaning you target one side of your glutes at a time. So what do you want to do? You want to perform this all the way up and down. Preferably don't drop your leg on the floor. So you go all the way up, more like squeeze your glutes when you take it up, bring it down, all the way up. And remember I said you want to have some form of resistance. So each time you go up, you want to hold it for like 1 second, 2 seconds before coming down. All the way up, come down slowly and controlled, all the way up. Now you're going to perform 15 reps on this leg and 15 reps on the second leg, all the way up. Come down, all the way up. Remember, we're not dropping our leg on the floor. Now with each thrust you thrust up, you want to squeeze hard and pulse in that motion. So we go again, all the way up, hold for 1 second, 2 seconds, slowly drop it, up, hold, drop, up, hold, drop. Now you're going to perform this exercise 15 reps, 3 sets. And now for our next program, we have our fire hydrant. For your fire hydrant, is very much similar to your donkey kicks, but this time, instead of having your leg to the back, you're having your leg to the side. Now, same motion, have your hands fully on the floor, and then in that same stance, push your glutes to the side. Hold, 1, 2, down. Hold, 1, 2, down. Again, same motion, and you pulse each time you have that thrust. So you're going to perform this 15 times, 3 sets. Now this is going to be 15 times on your left, 15 times on your right. And then go over to the second leg. Hold, drop. Hold, drop. Feel free to pause this video at any time so you can complete your reps and your sets. Trust me, you'll definitely be feeling the burn by now. Now for our next program, we have something called the glute bridges. For your glute bridges, you want to be fully on your mat, so your back fully on the mat. Like I said in the beginning, if you have resistance bands, beautiful. But if you don't, you can do two things. You can pulse under, that's time under tension, or you could have slight elevations, meaning you have like a little block you can put your legs on. But let's assume you don't have any of those. This is how we do our glute bridges. Now, back fully on the floor, your knees in this position and your feet in this position, shoulder width apart. Now you're going to thrust all the way up and hold like this, and hold for 1 second, 2 seconds, drop. But when you're coming down, don't drop all the way down. So you're going to leave your body halfway. So let's go again. Hold and drop. Hold. 1, 2, drop. Let's go. Hold. 1, 2. Again. Hold. 1, 2. Again. Hold. I want to hold it for like 1 second, 2 seconds, then slowly drop, but don't drop fully on the floor. Hold and slowly come down. Now you want to perform this exercise 15 times, 3 sets. Feel free to adjust it depending on your difficulty level. And one thing I would advise, the more you progress, you can always increase your reps, increase the resistance. Preferably, you could use resistance bands. Now for our next program, this is something very much similar to the glute bridges, but now we are having one leg up, one leg down. This is still an isolated program of some sort. So this is called the one leg glute bridge. So same motion, same procedure. You're going to have your back fully on the floor. Now, if you had a resistance band, your resistance band will be somewhere around here, and then you lift one leg up. Now the difficulty level is mid, because you're taking the weight of 2 legs and placing it on 1 leg and then thrusting up with it. So you're having something like this. Hold slowly, don't drop fully on the floor. Up, thrust, hold, down, thrust, hold, down, thrust, hold, down. Now you're going to perform 10 to 15 reps on both sides. Same motion, just like you did for the first leg, you're going to do for the second leg. Hold, down, up, hold, down, up, hold, down. Let's go. Up, hold, down. As always, feel free to pause this video at any time so you can complete your sets and your reps. For our next program, we are definitely going to need some form of elevation. Now, this could be a stool, this could be a bench, this could be a chair, but I'm going to be using some step butts. Place your elevation at a very comfortable place. With your elevation in place, we're going to be doing our Bulgarian split squats. Now, let me give you a little overview of the Bulgarian split squat, because I know this is one program that is hard for so many people, being that your Bulgarian split squat could either target your glutes or your quads. Now, if you're performing your Bulgarian split squats for your glutes, you want to lean forward. Let me show you so it makes sense. For a beginner, if you want to get a stance right, you're going to sit, extend your leg, and then stand. Wherever your legs are, that's where you're going to stand, and then have your feet. Now, you don't want to have your feet like this. Have your feet flat on your elevation, right? And then you're going to go all the way down. Usually, if we're targeting your quads, you're going to go like this. But this time, we're targeting our glutes. So for maximum targeting, you want to lean forward and go all the way down. Let's try that. All the way down. So this is a little more difficult than the other workouts we've been doing, but trust me, this is very effective. So we go all the way down and up, all the way down, back up, all the way down. Now this is still another isolated program, so you want to perform 10 reps, 3 sets on both sides. After you've done your first 10 reps on this leg, you want to move to the second leg all the way down. You're definitely going to feel that burn in your glutes. Let's go. All the way down. Now you can always take your time to gain balance, because remember, you're having all your weight on one leg, so there's a tendency for you to lose balance. Let's go. All the way down, back up, down, up. For our very next program, we're still going to be using our elevation, but this time a whole different motion. For our very next program, we're still going to be making use of our elevation. Now, if you don't have a bench, you don't have a stool, you don't have a chair, feel free to use a staircase if you have one. What are we going to do? We're going to be performing step-ups, and this is how you do your step-ups. Imagine you were trying to climb a staircase and you put one leg forward. So when you have the second leg up, you drop it back again. And remember, when we're performing our glute exercises, you want to lean forward for maximum glute activation, right? So let's do that. You have this, you're up, you go down, come up, let's go down again. This is yet another isolated program. So you want to do 10 reps, 3 sets on both legs. Up, let's go. Down, up, down, hold. Remember, time under tension. Up, down, up, down. So when you come up, you just slightly tap your legs on the elevation. Up. Feel free to use supports if you need one. So you can either hold the wall or whatever is beside you and come up, down, up, and there you have it. You're going to perform 10 reps, 3 sets. For our very last program, we have our sideline leg raises. Trust me, you are definitely going to feel the burn from all of these programs, and remember not to compromise your form. Now, how do we do our sideline leg raises? Like the name implies, sideline, meaning you lie down to your side. So one side, and I'll tell you for a fact, this is way more effective with resistance bands. So what do you want to do? Lie on your side, and then you raise. Have your legs slightly curved, your knees rather. Have your knees slightly curved, and then thrust all the way up, controlled, slowly. And remember, hold, time under tension, so you hold and then drop. Remember to have some form of resistance bands if you have them available. Or you could place some weight on your leg and then lift, drop, lift, hold, and then you drop. Now you want to perform this motion on the other side, just as you did for the left, you're going to do to the right too. Now you have your legs this way, have a form of resistance on your legs, and then you thrust all the way up. Now with each thrust, remember your time under tension. Hold before you drop. Let's begin. Up, hold, and then you can jump. And this is it for your glute workout without any weights. But like I always say, your workout is not complete without your stretches. So let's include 3 stretches that would help ease off any tension, any pains that you would have experienced during your workout. Starting strongly with our lunges. So have one leg forward, and then you want to lean into that leg. As much as possible, you want to push your leg as far wide as you possibly can. This is what you want to do. Feel free to have your hands on the floor and then have a very good lunge. And then you take that lunge into a half split so that you can properly stretch out your hamstrings. Let's go back into that motion. So you want to perform this 5 to 10 times, slowly taking your time with each rep. So you perform your lunge and feel free to hold it for as long as possible. And then you switch your legs. Switch over to the other side. Go in deep. Have a very deep lunge. Feel free to stretch your back while at it. Hold. Get your lunge into a deep split. Get back into that position and hold it for as long as is comfortable. Feel free to glide through the motion. Take your time. And then you get back into position. For our very next stretch, you want to have your pigeon pose. Now, why I love pigeon pose so much is because it gives your glutes a very deep and proper stretch. How do you perform your pigeon pose? So you want to have one leg. Remember the leg you lunged into. You want to have that leg forward and sort of bend it. Now you're going to attempt to sit into the leg, but don't sit fully. While that leg is out, you want to stretch forth your hands, stretch your arms forward, and then thrust forward on the floor. Stretch those hands out. Remember not to sit on the leg. Hold it. Stay in this position for about 30 seconds to 1 minute while holding that stretch real good before you switch your legs. So let's move over to the right leg. Same motion. Have that leg forward. Stretch out the leg at the back. Stretch it out real good. Hands up. Slowly glide like you're performing a child pose. Slowly glide into that position and hold it. So you want to hold this position, ease into it, stretch out your body, feel each motion, and remember, do not hold your breath. For our very last stretch, you want to get into a child pose. How do you get into a child pose? You sit on your leg. You know how a child sits like this. But this time around, we are shooting our glutes out. For your very last stretch, you have your child pose. How do you perform your child pose? You sit on your knees, and then with your hands forward, you lean all the way forward. And remember, while you're in this position, stretch out your glutes. Hold this for like 30 seconds to 1 minute. And that is it for your glute workout. Feel free to increase your time under tension, your resistance, your reps for the best results. Always feel free to make adjustments, and I hope you get the results you're looking for. If you found this video very useful, feel free to love it, like it, and subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.